Hello everyone, today I'm here to share with you guys my donut recipe that never fails. With this recipe you are sure of always getting softest pillowy donuts with those white lines. Yes guys, no going back, no mistake. So relax and enjoy this video to make the best donut ever. So to make this perfect donut, what you need is 480 grams of room temperature water. To this water, you are going to be adding your flavoring. So I use half tablespoon of butterscotch flavor and 30 grams of milk powder. To that, I added 130 grams of sugar, 15 grams of salt, and 10 grams of instant dry yeast. Now I added my 1 kg or 1000 grams of all-purpose flour. If you have bread flour, is perfect, you can use that. So the next thing I did was to mount my mixer bowl to the mixer machine and let it start mixing. But if you don't have a mixer, you can also use your hands to mix this. And then I added 60 grams of butter or margarine, whichever one you have, you use that. But in this recipe I use margarine. So you have to use your machine to knead this. Knead is very soft, just as you see in the video. Now after that, you will tie this up, cover it to rest for up to like 10 minutes. Once after 10 minutes, then you are ready to start cutting the dough. Don't allow it to pass more than 10 minutes. So you can scale your dough between 80 to 100 grams depending, but these ones I scaled each 100 grams. So after scaling your dough, just watch what I'm doing or what I did. You have to mold and shape the dough into balls, okay? But first you need to kind of heat the dough on your work surface to ease out air, and if there are some puffy areas on the dough, you have to pinch it out so that it will not have those puffy parts on it. So you pinch your dough very well, then have to just smoosh it on your work surface so that the places that you pinched will be closed. Yeah, then the next thing is to use your rolling pin to seal up those areas that you've pinched. You're not flattening this dough like to flatten it, you just want to seal up those areas so that it will not open up when you fry your donuts. Okay, good. So if you also like, if you don't want to kind of use the rolling pin to do that, just once you are done smooshing it on your work surface, that's all, you just leave it that way. Okay, so anyhow you want, but this way is perfect. Okay, just use the rolling pin on it, gradual, gently, and that's all. So once you are done making all your balls and then closing or sealing it up so that there will not be any traces of the pinched parts, just as you see in the video, the next thing is to place this on baking paper. Make sure that each of the baking paper cut out, you have dusted it with some flour. Now guys, I'm done and you can see all my donut on each baking paper. So the next thing I did was to cover these donuts so that they will rest for up to 1 hour to 30 minutes. So I left mine for 1 hour 30 minutes. So 1 hour is okay, 1 hour 30 minutes is okay, but I think 1 hour 30 minutes suits this fine. So I left it for 1 hour 30 minutes, and after the 1 hour 30 minutes I got my oil heated up. So once my oil got heated up, I had to reduce the heat. If you are using a deep fryer, you can reduce the heat to 160 and then you start dropping in your donut. But if you are using maybe a pot or a saucepan or a frying pan. Just once the oil is heated up, so you reduce the heat to medium heat because you don't want this to fry quickly. You need to give it some time because donuts take time to fry. Okay, it can take up to 12 minutes, even up to 13-14 minutes, because you don't want it to take so long to fry, so it will not just fry and the inside will not cook well. Okay, so I'll give it like some time. Then you have to allow the underside, the side that you've put first into the oil, to brown first. You need to check it once the underside has browned before you can then flip it or turn it over for the overside to brown as well. Don't just turn it over anyhow. Allow the underside to brown, then you turn it over. And once you're about to turn it over, you have to also reduce the heat more because you may turn it over immediately and it will start browning. So you have to reduce the heat a little more before you turn it over, so that it will take a little more time to brown as well, and it will not brown too much. So take them out onto a paper towel, a tissue, or a clean kitchen towel, and you are ready to enjoy this donut. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.